A grenade suddenly landed at the soldier's feet. Suddenly, a dog rushed out. After the blast, the dog lay on the ground, barely alive. The soldier quickly carried it to the field medic, but there were too many wounded on the front lines. No one was willing to treat a dog. That was until they heard the dog's name. The moment they recognized it, they immediately arranged treatment, because this was no ordinary dog. It was a hero with a military rank. At first, it had been just a stray dog, drooling outside a butcher shop every day. It had to dig through trash for food, and whenever it found a bone, people would chase it away. One day, a bone flew out of its reach, and it knew it would go hungry that night. Just then, a group of soldiers passed by. One man noticed the dog looked hungry and tossed it a biscuit. That single biscuit changed everything. From that moment on, the dog never left the man's side. It followed the squad all the way to the military base. Even when it was stopped at the gate, it didn't give up. It dug a hole near a broken wall and crawled inside, making its way to the kitchen. But it was quickly chased out by the cook, only to run right into the man who had fed it. When it saw him, it barked joyfully. The sound caught the instructor's attention. Luckily, the instructor liked dogs, and just like that, it was allowed to stay at the base, training every day alongside the soldiers. It turned out to be very smart. It could even understand commands. In daily training, the dog performed exceptionally well. Even when the general came to inspect the troops, he couldn't stop praising it.
Next thing you know, he'll be barking out general orders.
Not long after, the unit was ordered to move to the front lines. For safety, the man left the dog in the care of the camp cook. It was the first time the dog had ever been tied up, but it didn't want to be separated from its partner. So it broke free from the rope and chased the train all the way to the front, returning to the soldiers' side once again. On the battlefield, the dog did everything it could to help. It chased away rats that tried to steal food, and even though it was terrified of explosions, it still rushed to dig out buried soldiers when it heard cries for help. Later, the dog followed the soldier into the reconnaissance unit. One day, it accidentally discovered that the enemy was preparing a gas attack. The man tried to run back and warn the others, but he was ambushed along the way. He quickly handed his gas mask to the dog and told it to run back to camp. By then, the poison gas had already arrived. The dog sprinted back at full speed, barking and alerting the soldiers to put on their masks. It didn't stop. Even sleeping soldiers were not forgotten. Thanks to the dog's early warning, not a single soldier was poisoned or hurt, but the gas drifted beyond the trenches and toward a nearby village. The dog dashed into the village, going door to door to alert everyone. Villagers quickly put on masks and shut their windows, but the dog had forgotten to protect itself. Luckily, the soldier arrived just in time, and used a wet towel to make a simple gas mask for his brave little friend.